Hey, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today, we're taking a look at a Gruul Planeswalker list. We played this last season and got reminded by one of our YouTube members, Prom, who wanted help with another deck, which, by the way, if you want to get deck help, become a YouTube member. You can just send me a deck list and we can do a private thing. But I wanted to dig it back up and see, can we still play it? Because there's been some cards that have come out since then, both good and bad for this deck, and I wanted to try it out and see what happens. So let's go get to it. As always, y'all know the drill. If you want to get any Magic stuff or any game stuff for that matter, check out CoolStuffInc.com, where they always have cool stuff in stock, and you can save 5% on your orders there by just using code DRAGON at checkout. You get to save some money and you get to support the channel. It's a win-win. Okay, so here's what we're going to do today. We're going to go over the cards that make up the key parts of the deck, because we're going to have lots of mana creatures, we're going to have lots of removal, so not going to talk too much about that. But here are the key cards we're going to be looking at. We're actually going to play Cankerbloom. This is because this deck relies on Planeswalkers and all will be one. So this is going to let us proliferate, which is great. It also gives us another card that can destroy artifacts and enchantments, which can be pretty big. We're going to play Bloated Contaminator. It's a big body, it tramples. Toxic, we're probably rarely going to win with Toxic, but it does allow us to actually put extra counters on things, which is pretty big. Because of the proliferate, obviously. We're going to play Miglos. This does come in with counters, so it gets the benefit from All Will Be One. This is also just a big card, especially for mono red to deal with. It's a 4/4. It can become a 6/6. It can actually fight a Shieldred if you need it to. It can be hard to block if you need to go after Planeswalkers. So it's just an all-around quality card for this. We're going to play some Arlinn. Arlinn's been showing up in a couple of lists on the channel recently, and we've had a bunch of good luck with this card. This card is, I'm beginning to think, underplayed because it's been great almost every time we played it. So definitely looking forward to having this in the list. We are going to play Luca, Bound to Ruin. Now, Luca can give us some extra mana. We can't use that mana for Planeswalkers, but we can use it for creatures or activating creature abilities. We also get to make 3/3s every turn that do have Toxic 1, which is nice. And we can use this as removal. So lots of things we could do with Luca. Also, y'all know about Nissa. We played it in a bunch of different lists. Just making bodies every turn, destroy artifacts, enchantment. We can overrun, but it's almost never going to happen. And of course, we're going to play Storm the Festival, because we can get most of these into play, not Nissa, obviously, but all these other cards are going to be playing. We can get two things off of it, and we're using a bunch of ramp creatures, so we want to spend that mana on something. So this is actually a really good late game card to have. And we're going to try out one copy of Atali, because this seems like it's worth it. If we're going to have all that mana, might as well have a 7/7, see if we could get something cool and get a free creature on our free Planeswalker on our side. And we're going to try out Renin 7. I don't know how good it's going to be, but it can make us a creature that can just block flyers because it has reach, and that seems useful. And it can get us extra mana into our hand to make sure we don't miss our land drops for our bigger stuff. So we'll see if it works out or not. I don't really know. But yeah, those are going to be the key cards we're going to try out today. If you want the full deck list, check us out at the end of the video, because I'm sure we're going to make updates because we haven't played this deck in a full season. But if you want to get the deck list, the final deck list, it'll be down in the description below. Just look for the blue arrows and it'll take you to our Moxfield link where you can get this deck list or any of the other 100 decks we've played throughout this season. Y'all strap yourselves in, because this one's going to be a wild and weird one. And I'll catch you at the back end of the video. Okay, I guess we'll keep it. No mana creatures. This is just going to be a regular aggro fight, I guess. Or at least try to make it one. Alright, Cankerbloom, looks like you're dead, friend. Using Go for the Throats. Alright. Not mad at it. Ooh, because I have Arlinn, I don't know if I want to play this first or not. I think we will anyway. Still encourages them to want to try and kill something. It's big enough of a threat. Oh, but a fight rigging. I see. That's unfortunate. They're probably going to get something good next turn, and not a lot we can do about it. We're going to attack.
Put an end to the violence between humans and werewolves.
Make 2 Duders.
Gather, my children.
Alright. I'm assuming 6 power thing and then a free thing from fight rigging, whatever that is. Nope. They didn't have it. You know, I don't know if my opponent's username is a foul word or not, or some ugly phrase. I'm just gonna not mess with that. So we're gonna mulligan, because having a bunch of things that cost 5 is not good. This is marginally better. Do I want Luca or do I want Arlen? I guess Luca? Guess it kind of depends on what we're up against, really. Because if it's mono red, we'd probably rather have Arlen getting the 2 bodies. It was not, so that's a thing. Alright, I'm not afraid to try to shoot them. See if we can find something useful here. Boy, I love you, but we need more mana. And that is not going to get us there. Alright. Feels like they had a counter but didn't use it, you know? Storm Chaser Drake. Well, good news. We can kill that. Much as I would have liked to play something else, that makes the most sense there, I think. Alright, another Storm Chaser Drake. And looks like right on time. And we can minus to fight that, right? Oh, I got a -4. Oh well. Make it do it, I guess. Attack. We'll just be in an ugly racing situation. Obviously, they're gonna come after Luca, but it is what it is. Yep, you got it. What else you got? Nothing, apparently, is the answer. Alright, let's go to attack, I guess. We can attack with everything, but I might want to play another Luca. We'll attack with just those. Sure up. Sure. And then give it indestructible? Yep. Seems like a plan. Sure. Then we'll just go full size, Luca. Remove one of those, I guess. And make another body. Another Drake. Looks like gonna go after Luca again. Fair enough. It's not like the one Atali or something would have been great there. Ooh, this ain't bad though. So we can do this for 5. Go to 13. That doesn't matter. Then the opponent. Let's see. Then this would be a 4. Go to 5. That'd be pretty good. Let's attack first. The opponent doesn't totally get to know what we're up to. They can save another creature, because that's probably what's going to happen here. Yep. Which we could... Nah, it's fine, that's fine. I was going to do something else, but like, you know what? You can have that. I feel like I should make another 3/3. But I'm going to make them work for Luca a little bit. Can't use the mana for this, unfortunately. You can only use that for creatures. Alright. So they can also attack Nissa as an alternative, and that's fine too. Oh, they're splitting them up. Uh-oh. Don't know how we feel about that. Something's getting pumped. Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way. Otherwise, there's no way you're splitting those up. They have another one. Yep. Oh, okay. So Nissa's going to live? Oh, no, no, no. They did it the other way. Got it. All right. Fair enough. Still attacking. All right, they're at 2. I mean, we're at 13. They have a lot of cards. Maybe they can find a way to kill us. I don't know. I mean, I guess if they had the Rot Priest and a couple of marches, they could maybe kill us. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's going to be their way out if they have it. I mean, otherwise, I'm not completely sure what they would do, so... Alright. Vigilance and Menace. So they have to at least double block that, or bounce it, or something. It's probably just a March, is all that's going to happen here. And then March, and we're dead, I think. I mean, that would make the most sense. Right, there's a Tameo safekeeping, so they gain some life. And another one? I'm assuming it's March, right? Just targeting everything. Alright, a Tyvar stand. That works. So now they're at 4. Flip out the back, sure, that works. Okay. And then save the Rot Priest, I'm assuming. Yep. Alright, I mean... They can still kill us if they have the right cards. Alright, Ivy's pretty good. I could have played the other Miglos just to have a blocker for the Rot Priest, which I should have done, actually, as it turns out. That would have been a lot smarter. Is that the one that lets you untap things? Why would you have done that? Okay, same thing, I guess. Yeah, they should have just saved... I don't know, maybe they have another thing that gains life or something here. I have no clue. No? That was just a weird finish. I don't understand. I mean, I guess it's possible the card in their hand just didn't do anything. But... I don't even know. Like, I'm so confused about what just happened. I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, I guess their best play would have just been to block, but then they would just died. They'd have just lost everything anyway. So yeah, I guess we had the upper hand regardless. Even though that was a slow game and it didn't work out the way we wanted to, I guess it worked out. Alright, let's keep it. Don't know when we're ever going to cast this Atali with the current situation, but... maybe we get an Arlen and that won't be too bad. Alright, I'm going to play this assuming it's going to die. And see if we can maybe hold on to Scrap Gorger. Alright. I was hoping they were going to have to use something bigger and didn't have a cut down, but they did. Such is life, though. Alright, let's go with this. Very likely they're just going to kill this, sadly, but not a lot we can do about it. Ah, they just had straight cut downs, huh? That sucks. Yep, that's a tough one. Alright. Let's go with Arlen number 1, making 2 bodies. Now, it is possible they have kill card Liliana or something, and then we just lose Arlen. No, we lose Arlen to that. Yeah, fair enough.
Run wild. Run free.
Alright, you have you a Shieldred. They did not want us to double block. Alright, so here comes an interesting thing. I don't know if they have another Shieldred's Edict, but we can play Luca and make another deal, and then possibly play a Tali next turn. So I'm going to try to play into that idea. It's a bit of a gamble because, again, they can have a way to just kill our Luca, but if they do, they do. We ain't doing nothing about it. That's good news. I mean, that's a little unfortunate, but that don't hurt nothing. They have another spell they can play, though, but they passed on doing it. Okay. All right. Well, let's do it. Tali's going to try to get some. Let's see what we can get. We got an Evolved Sleeper and a Scrap Gorger. Dang it. Definitely we're hoping for a lot more there. Not a bad thing, though, because we can flip a Tali next turn. No, we can't. We need one more. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, actually, yeah, we need one more. I'll just block that guy, I guess. They still get their card or whatever. But now we can minus and kill Shieldred, which is pretty big. Ooh, and we could flip our dude. Oh, choices. The choices. Sadly, I think we gotta get rid of Shieldred first. They might have another one, but whatever. We get to deal 7. So let's go... it doesn't really matter. And it could only be creatures or planeswalkers. I mean, I guess we could hit one for 2. Yeah. Alright. You know what? Just put it all on Shieldred. What am I doing? Alright. I'm not really going to attack anyway. So it's largely irrelevant. We could shoot one, which is a relevant plan. And then pump our planeswalker. So if we're going to do that, let's do this first.
Humans and werewolves existed in a... There are no lone wolves here.
Then we shoot one. No, actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's attack. And then based on how they block, we might do a little something. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter. We don't have any great attacks here other than with 2 things. Like we just want to, like, send something to their death, but that's kind of silly. All right. Looks like that's all we're going to do. Yep. You can make that trade. And then I'm going to go ahead and go with this here. Now, they can actually cast, like, Gix's command here, and that would leave us with just our bloated Contaminator. But that would be fine to just make that block.
Consider yourself fortunate our motives are alive.
All right, opponent's going looking. Another Trespasser. Okay. Well, what are we going to do here? I guess it's time. Let's flip the boss. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, I have to pay it. That was still a short one. And get rid of this dude. Plus, because that's all we can do here.
On my signal, the hunt begins.
Attack you, attack you, attack. Actually, I guess they all just attack the opponent. What do I care? There you go. Just get it. It's way more than enough. That was a weird way to win, but I'll take it. The Planeswalkers did a lot of work in this one. Dang it. I'm gonna mulligan. Don't know how I feel about that, but here we are. Alright. Interesting. They didn't play anything there. Did not expect that. Oh, because it's that kind of deck. I mean, I guess the good news is they play sweepers, but if we can get our planeswalkers, they actually wouldn't be bad. So maybe that's a thing? I don't know. We'll see. Stomper's gonna go get something. Probably another white mana. They have access to sweepers. Yep. Not a surprise at all. So I'm just gonna do this. Pass the turn. Mostly as a way to like just trade for Topiary Stomper. Actually, if we really want to, assuming they play like Invasion of Zendikar or whatever here. If they just wipe the board, we remove a card from their graveyard. Alright. Then we get a Wandering Emperor. Officer Scrap Gorger? No? Okay, well, that was a weird sequence of things. Alright, well, we know those decks play ley lines, so this may not even last. Alright, let's see if they got one. Very likely they do. Yep, and there's one right there. That did not come after our all will be one. Interesting. Well, they're just going to look to hard cast Atraxa, I guess. They're mana away, I think. Oh, well, they had a Beseiju. Of course. I was thinking we were going to be crafty using our Beseiju to get back a dude. Definitely take action. I guess look at a mountain. I definitely needed some more action in our hand, though. This has done a lot of nothing here. And when Atraxa shows up, this is only going to get more difficult. You know what? We can do this. And then after they sweep the board, we can get back Amiglos. We'd be giving them the mana they need, so that's not great, obviously. But, gotta do something. Can't just sit back forever. No, they got their mana anyway. Without my help. Oh, an angel. Okay. And then I guess we just destroy this. And then they get a little less life because the target went away. I guess I just block trade here. Alright. That's a more like just cause we can kind of thing. Guess we take this. Not that it matters. I think just like Atraxa and we're dead. Ugh, another Miglos. That is not what we needed here at all. That was bad. Almost any other thing, like any other Planeswalkers. Man, so many things would have been better than this. That's tough. Alright. In the turn. I'm assuming this is Atraxa time. Alright. Cool. GG's. Like, we're not going to come back from that. I'm good moving on. Alright, sure. We'll keep this. Okay. Not the land we were hoping for. Alright, come on. No, they're gonna ossification our duder. Boo. We really needed that. Alright. I mean, they may have more. If they do, they do. We can't do much about it. Let's attack. Because what else are we going to do? And the turn. Invasion is in the car. Alright, well, we know what we're up against. Here's an intriguing thing here, right? Because we have 7 damage. If we have another land, we can actually just straight up kill an Atraxa, which is kind of wild to try to do. But sadly, we need land anyway, so I'm going to go digging deeper. Alright. We're going to get Nissa. I mean, just doing what we can here. It's going to be pretty slim.
I will protect you, Phyrexia, until the fight's beside us.
We get to put a counter on her. We can Volt Charge. Okay, there's a Sunfall. That's fine, actually. Go +1. Pass the turn. Another Sunfall. Okay, sure. Man, these cards are so dumb. Exile Sweepers, but okay. Is what it is. Alright, like to see that. So now, almost Overrun is lethal. Actually, it would be only +1. So that's 12 or 11, 12. It's only 13. Oh, but is this going to be lethal? Just attacking is lethal, honestly. I don't even need to Overrun right now. And I can even use Nissa to get rid of one of their creatures. Which is pretty crazy. Tali's cute. Alright. Don't know when that's going to matter, but whatever. We're at that stage of the game. Yeah, we just attack with our duders. Oh yeah, that's it. If that's their plan, we're good. Still had all these. Alright, we'll take it. Oh, this is terrible. Mulligan that. This is only a little bit better. I guess we keep this. This is a tough choice, though. I guess we got to get rid of all V1. That's sad. But I think it's the right choice. Alright, well, we need to draw lands or we're just wrecked this game. Is that a Fading Hope? Nope, an Impulse. Alright. Well, the good news is Scrap Gorger can at least keep the Haughty Djinns somewhat small. And that's kind of nice. I want to try Luca, but I know I shouldn't try Luca, you know? I'm gonna go with this. Whatever we play is getting countered, obviously. I could have saved myself a point, too, by getting red mana there off the Scrap Gorger. Alright. Yeah, no surprise. I mean, if they're not playing land, they've got counters, right? So, situation just kind of is what it is. We'll just try to wear the opponent down. Limiting their graveyard so their actual spells don't do much. Alright, that gets countered. We're slowly whittling the cards out of their hand. But obviously their deck has a lot of counters. Actually, that time I should have just attacked. Because I can start getting in for damage. Hey, we got something to stick. Oh my goodness. Oh, because I need to cast Thirst for Discovery. That makes sense. Alright, not how I expected that to go, but, you know, Scrap Gorder does some work against Mono Blue, so here we are. They discarded 2 Fading Hopes. I guess they have... Well, no, because if they had them in hand, they would have played at least one a while ago, right? That doesn't make sense to not do that. That would be silly. Alright. I guess we go for it. Get rid of Fading Hope. The Haughty Djinn's too small. Excellent. Get out of here, dude. Heck yeah. Alright. Consider. Gonna go digging for something else. Down to 3 cards. What are they? One's a Haughty Djinn. They got a shot here. It is not. They know we got this, so... Might as well. If they got more counters, they got more counters. Alright. I'm assuming their hand is all counters. Okay, there's a threat. Alright, unfortunately, we did not draw any more lands this game. So we're in pretty bad shape. Alright, that's GG's. We just didn't draw land to play there. Alright, let's keep it. See if we can draw something off the top. I'm almost hoping we're playing against mono red so we can like ping, ping, play a big Miglos. You know? We are definitely not. Okay. I'm just going to shoot the opponent. See if we can find something. Don't need another Miglos. Alright, you're not bad here. Alright, deck. Now you're just being funny. I'm going to attack for 1. Like, not the most exciting thing, but it's a thing. Alright. Sure. Burn this. I can pump this? Sure. I feel like we're going to lose our creatures next turn anyway. I might as well get what I can out of it. But if it's depopulate, we at least get a card. If it's a Wandering Emperor, that's a little more frustrating. But hey, didn't need it. We just straight attacked that time. Yeah, we'll keep this. We will Storm the Festival. We'll see if we get to cast one of those for the first time. I don't know that we will. This is mono red. This can be a little bit tight. Maybe, though, we'll draw a Play with Fire. Alright, deck. Play with Fire would make life so much nicer, and we didn't. Though I don't hate those cards here, though. Those are totally fine. Alright. Ooh, Spell Spear. They're playing that version. This is going to hurt. That's going to be tough. Alright. 100% not expecting this to live, but maybe. I mean, it lives if they only have Play with Fire. If they have Lightning Strike, it's dead and we're taking 5. And then we're hoping one of these lives and they don't have, like, Nahiri's whatever to deal 5 to something. The worst part is, I don't even know. It's probably not even worth blocking here. Alright, so the opponent had nothing and just passed there. That's very weird. So I'm just going to go here. And I'm going to hold on to Luca till we can do something better and maybe pay full price next turn. Right, the opponent's still there because I see their cards highlighting and stuff. They're just not taking actions. I don't know what's going on. Okay, here we go. There's a lightning strike. All right. So no Luca next turn. We might just be on Miglo's time. Okay, you got it. I mean, I'm probably just block trading Spell Spear. Actually, I say that. If they attack with both, I might just take 4 here. Block the Swift Spear and then have 2 things. If they attack with just Spell Spear, then I'll just block 1/1. Okay. They're timid. They don't want to make the trade. But cool. I'm into it. That's another big body we don't mind having. So sure. This is one of our benefits against mono red, is that we have several things with big toughness. But they could also deal 5 to this, or steal it and attack us. Those are both real. Alright, that gives you a bonus. I will block and trade for that as well. Like, I'm about that life. I mean, if we can stay at 18 and we're just working our way toward a Storm the Festival, I'm all right with that. Could play Luca there, but I'd just be minusing for something to possibly die to like a lightning strike and then lose Luca to the land. And I'm not that excited about that option, knowing that we have Storm the Festival next turn. And the reason I played the Contaminator last turn was the possibility... Oh, wait. Actually, we can just make this bigger, opponent. Boom. It does not die to the Warcrafting. You have another burn spell? Oh, we got the 2 for 1? Heck yeah. We're rocking and rolling now. Oh, no. That sucks so much. Oh, that hurts my soul. Oh, no. Alright, so let's look at the good news. We have 8 mana already, which means we're only 2 away from playing this out of our yard. So there's that, right? And if we can find another creature, we could... Okay, that works. And then we can full-size Luca and kill off the Raiju. Lose Luca next turn, but whatever. I can only deal 4 to that, so that's fine. That is so funny. That Storm the Festival was terrible. It was all lands and a damn... Oh, that's just terrible. That's just terrible. All lands and an Atali. What are the odds? Oh, opponent's just attacking us and ignoring our Luca? I'm going to give this a good think for a second. Why are they doing that? So they attack for 4. We go to 8. They have 1 card left? Yeah, I'm not blocking. I don't understand what they're aiming for there. That was more suspicious than anything we've probably had happen in a long time. Okay, so we need to -1 to create a beast. So we attack -1, play this, kill off the Phoenix. Yeah, I think that's our plan. Alright. Then we minus... I mean, I guess we were going to do that anyway, so it didn't really matter. Play this as a blocker. Play the other Luca to kill off the Phoenix chick. Don't think we can quite get a poison win this game.
My strength
All right, get rid of that. All right. If we can top deck a land, we get to play this other Storm the Festival. So that's real. Lightning strike us. We're at 5. And then we win. Okay. All right. Opponent gets to go first here. I don't know how many times we got to go first today, but it didn't feel like a lot. Keep it. Well, we know these creatures ain't gonna live long. As soon as you see that one black land, you know what you're signing up for. All right. I guess I'm gonna go with Loam Speaker here, knowing whatever we're playing is dying anyway. But get that out the way. Then they can play their 3/3. Oh, they didn't have it that time. All right, I'm gonna spend my mana here, knowing that we have Cankerbloom, Scrap Gorger. All right, did you keep all removal and a Shieldred? You did indeed do just that. Okay. We did have a Miglos, which is interesting. But I'm wondering if we just do this and this, and see if maybe we can top deck something. You have Gix's Command? That's pretty bad for us. You know, they killed the creature that we are less concerned about. All right, come on. Ah, wasn't there. Had opportunity. Was not there. All right. Well, that's tough. All right. All I can do is pass. Oh, they drew all the removal. Jeez. All right. Well, it's just one of those ones that if they have it, they have it. I mean, we just didn't have anything there. Okay, well, we'll just take it. We're virtually dead anyway. We didn't draw any of our big cards, so it's fine. I'll just accept this one. All right, you have a Sorin.
For the sake of all Innistrad, my will must prevail.
I mean, sadly, I kind of have to kill this. Well, do I, though? When we go to 6... Alright. I mean, I guess I have to hold on to it in case I find something that can kill Shieldred. I don't know that we can. Alright, we didn't. Alright, we're dead. That was just an awful set of draws. Ooh, gross. Guess we'll keep this. Dormant Festival, you gotta go, I guess. We'll just see what happens here. Butcher, sure. It's funny, we just played a deck like this the other day. I wonder if this is a similar list. Nope, it is definitely not. Something different. Ooh, Volt Charge is not bad, though. Do we go for Luca here? I don't think so. I think we just load up the board and give ourselves more options. Because then next turn, we could possibly still Luca and shoot something if we need to or whatever, and I think that's way more beneficial. Alright, we'll just take 3. No blocks. What else you got? Killing off creature makes a lot of sense. Wow, we drew all the manas. That is not a thing you really want. Alright. We're gonna full-size Luca, I guess. And just -1. Pass the turn. Hell, I could draw a Tali here and be off to the races right now. That'd be sweet. I'm just gonna block. That seems like a good move. Alright, deck. It would have been nice to let us just kill something. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kill this guy. And then I think our plan might be to just minus Luca. Kill this off. Play this. Attack with this and this. Get to start stacking some poison. And the turn. Man, let us find an Atali here. We have all this mana. Or a Nissa. Like, there's so many things we could do right now. Eaten alive? Okay, that kills that. Fine. Fair enough. Come on, let's find a big Planeswalker. That's not gonna do anything. Ugh. Alright. We're just gonna go all out here. Oh wait, that's on the stack still. I was like, wait a minute, how can I not activate that? I mean, that's a lot of damage. Get rid of this, I guess. I don't know. Alright, you're at 6. Do what you're gonna do. You got it. We're at 10. And kill some things. Alright. That's gone. You can still block one. That's not going to do it. Because cut down doesn't do anything here. Yep. Alright. Okay, so there's a few things I think we figured out from playing those games, which is why I like doing this deck thing at the end of the video, because you never know what we're going to learn. There were some times where, like, Volt Charge was actually pretty cool, but I don't know if it was too slow being 3 mana. Like, we just have to do multiple things sometimes. We also had too many times, too, where it felt like we drew 2 or 3 Miglos, and that wasn't particularly great, but I know what we can put in that slot, so I want to cut 1 Miglos for sure. And actually, outside of being able to maybe block a Traxa with one of our things since they have reach, this Ren in 7 wasn't great, to be honest. I was a little, I don't know, I felt like it underperformed a little bit for us. And unless we already had like a really good draw, obviously. So I think I want to cut those. And Atali, I'm on the fence on. I don't know how much I like that or not. Nissa also fine, but not great, because we can't get Nissa with the Storm the Festival. Can't use Luca mana to cast her, so that's a thing. We can use Arlen mana, but we also have to have it be nighttime. So that's a little bit of a problem too. So I'm willing to cut 1 Nissa. I want to try a Jaya, believe it or not. We do have a modest amount of non-creature spells, and that could help with our monks. But, you know, even a monk just to make a blocker every turn is still fine. And if we really have to, we can use her to dig. But what I like about it is, because we have like Scrap Gorger, Loam Speaker, we can go from 2 to 4 and be able to play another Planeswalker, which I like. I also want to try Jewel Thief. I think the reason I like Jewel Thief as an option is that it gives us mana even if we lose our creature, right? So if we play this on 3 and then they kill it, okay, cool. We could still have 5 for the next turn, right? So we could Luca full price. We could All Will Be One. We'd be 1 mana away from Storm the Festival. Like, there's some different things going on there. But again, the Volt charges, I think we're mostly fine, but I'm going to go ahead and cut those. I'm going to play just some Lightning Strikes. Maybe only 2, because I still want to make room. I feel like we need another Storm the Festival, right? Storm the Festival to hit Luca, All Will Be One, Arlen, Jaya, Miglos, whatever. Like, I think that's kind of where we want to be, because there was a lot of times where we could have hit a Storm the Festival and we just didn't draw one. And I feel now that we have Jewel Thief, we can cast it a little more consistently. Though, I'm not going to lie, Arlen did a lot of work. Arlen was one of the better cards in the deck almost every time we got it, because she was making 2 cards, like 2 blockers. And then if you just got it like on turn 3 and they didn't play anything on 4, you're great. Now you're attacking for 5 and now you just have Arlen for the coming turns. So I like all that. That being said, this is probably the final list we'll go with. I think it's still fun. I don't know how good I would say it is, because you are living off these Planeswalkers a lot. Against mono blue, you could have some issues just because you could be missing mana or whatever, but we did add Jewel Thieves along with other things, so maybe we can cast stuff more consistently. We'll see. All Will Be Ones, very nice as well. Hard to keep them to stick with in this day and age with so many ley lines, and it seems like everybody's playing Beseju, whatever. So there's a lot of ways to deal with it right now, but those might be our best ways. I think the other option is if you want to cut and go a whole different direction, you could play the Saga that makes the dragon, Elder Dragon War. Like, we could go with this, and this is another thing too. It doesn't really kill any of our creatures except for Cankerbloom, and I'm not that upset about it. And we could play this as a sweeper as well. So I think this is actually another reasonable option. And that 2 damage doesn't hit Planeswalkers. And that could be a card we could get off of Storm the Festival that could bail us out sometimes, right? If you got to get rid of multiple creatures. Matter of fact, I actually like that a lot now that I'm thinking about it. Now, I said it a little bit, and I'm like, maybe that's what we want to do. So what if we cut 1 Jewel Thief, 1 Cankerbloom? I'm going to play 2 of these. It's a little bit ugly. I'm not going to lie. That makes our situation a little bit ugly, but we do have a lot of things at 1, 2, and 3. So the mana could still matter, but probably final list needs to look something closer to this. I think we'd be better off. If you wanted to cut Jaya to play another Arlen, I think that's fair. Or if you want to stick with another Jewel Thief, I think that's reasonable as well. Just to be able to try to get down All Will Be One or even a full price Luca to give yourself a shot at some other things. But yeah, this type of build I think is better. Probably more consistent in what we're looking at. Can cast Storm the Festival more reliably, and it probably is where we want to be. But it was a lot of fun. It was cool to bust this one back out, and I'm glad I got reminded about this list. So yeah, while this one was a lot of fun, I don't know if it's the type of thing I would say like go out and rush to play it, though I do think our changes help a lot. I think you are going to have a clear disadvantage against something like the mono blue decks. Possibly against mono white aggro, but it's really going to depend on how many early removal you get and which Planeswalkers you draw. So that one's kind of a toss-up. So those would be my 2 concerns. If running into those a lot, it's going to be a problem. You actually can compete with mono red a little bit, and I think those Elder Dragon Wars also help some of those matchups as well. And you actually have a little bit of game against the control matchups, right? Because you're not as worried about Sunfall, Farewell, stuff like that, because you do have reasonable Planeswalkers that are doing real work in this deck. So yeah, this actually has a little bit of action going for it, but I think it's more difficult to play than you would think. If you're a typical Gruul player and you like the aggressive nature of some of the Gruul decks that I put on the channel, this may not be for you. If you are more of a mid-rangey or control type player, but you're wanting to dabble in a little bit of aggression, this is probably the type of deck you're looking for. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Chandra, Torch of Defiance. I bring this up because there were some recent cards that got printed in Commander Masters that referenced having more Planeswalkers, right? So there's a chance you're going to see more of those type of decks trying to lean on Planeswalkers for Commander's sake. But this is a card that kind of got overlooked. It peaked for a while and slowly come down in price, and now you can find these for between $2 and $3 in a lot of places. And it does have a particular ability that the +1 can actually deal 2 damage to each opponent. And if you already have other things caring about the number of Planeswalkers you have and dealing damage or causing your opponents to lose life, this could fit right into those builds. Now, I'm not saying it will, but it's a card to definitely keep your eyes on in case those take off. Now, if you enjoyed this deck because of the Planeswalkers, we do actually have a Broker's Ascendancy Planeswalker deck that you'll like quite a bit more and seems more normal for that type of play. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.